Welcome, everyone, and good afternoon. This is the Dr. Mario Championship channel. My name is Savage Octagon. And
And I'm John Flindo. I wasn't sure
I
if
was,
you were going to introduce me or if I was jumping in or what there.
I was just throwing you a curveball. But John and I are going to be hosting the February Silver Speed tournament today. Before we get started, John and I wanted to talk about a couple of events that are coming up. So, John, could you talk about what's going on the channel tomorrow?
Yeah, so tomorrow we have our SNES tournament hosted by our fellow commentator and competitor Uke the Librarian. That's going to happen at the same time as it is today. So 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific PM. We will be going live with some SNES pills. We've got, I believe it's 14 players that are going to be duking it out, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great people, and SNES is a lot faster of a game, so you'll see the matches go a little more quickly and more favorable RNG, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, in a couple of weeks in Louisville, Kentucky, we're going to be having our Bluegrass Regional at the Louisville Expo. Yes, our Louisville Arcade Expo. So a lot of us are going to be there, including myself, and it's going to be a great time. So if you live nearby and you want to get some tickets, come on by and play some Dr. Mario with us. So without further ado, let's start talking about this silver bracket. We've got 3 players here. 2 of them are making their debut, and currently we're going to be seeing SgtSarros and GamerX459 playing level 6 through 9. These two, this is the first time they've met each other, and this is Gamer X459's first time in the bracket. So let's talk a little bit about SgtSarros because we know a little bit about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so Sarge, this is his second tournament. Put on a great showing last month against Ramsey. Took a game off of Ramsey, who ultimately won the tournament. His 6 through 9, his average is a 935, and his best is an 830. So pretty solid times for a new player, especially in that silver bracket. And as you said, Savage Gamer is our very first tournament here today. So, and these 2 players only had an 8 virus difference in their qualifiers. So this is going to be a really amazing match to watch, I think.
Yeah, I think this should be a close one. So always exciting to have new players here and entering the silver brackets. And of course, if you'd like this to be you, please join our Discord, learn all about it, look up our rules, enter our Start Here page, check out all the things, ask all the questions, and yeah, join us next month. So we're just going to be waiting on readies from both players in the chat. As soon as we do, we'll be able to kick off our race. All right, we got readies from both players. And let's see. And our countdown, 3, 2, 1, and pills.
Gamer rocking the blue background on the timer. That's something we haven't seen before.
Oh yeah. Normally we're used to the standard black, but we got something new going on. And Sarah's a little bit behind, and we'll get the screen fixed up for you in just a second there.
And actually, speaking of timers, I'm just noticing that Gamer's timer did not start. I think that Saros started about 5 or 6 seconds after. So, you know, at the conclusion of this, we will make sure that we get it retimed and we're able to fully confirm a winner for you of this game 1. But both players already making some pretty good work on their board. Savage, what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely like the setups that Sarge is making, drilling into that. Of course, column 6 and column 8, probably going to have to take some drop time there, but setting up a nice fat log at the bottom is Sarah's really nicely done there. Now, Gamer is dealing with quite a bit of red on his board, and luckily, if he can get a red-blue, it'll really clear out column 6 for him. And there he goes. He takes that drop time down, but now the garbage is gone.
Yeah, and I really would have liked to have seen Gamer take that red yellow and drop it onto the blue there, so that it could have dropped down onto the yellows beneath. But still, great plays. He's gonna have to take a little bit of an underclear, which he has signaled he's gonna start working on there in his column 4. Just needs a few more reds. It looks like he will be able to clear out horizontally if he chooses to. And we'll see. It looks like he's going to go ahead and clear out the blues and work on it. Well, let's see. Okay, he didn't see the
Oh,
horizontal. Oh,
there
no,
we
he does
go.
see it.
There he
He gets
goes.
it.
Yes. Out at I guess a 119 or started the timer later. Now Sarros is out at about a 150. So probably about an advantage there due to that timer difference. Probably about 10 seconds, did you say? Something like that.
Somewhere
And
around there.
yeah. And Saros has a lot of double opportunities. A lot of them are horizontal, which high up on the board is really difficult to do. And at the same time, we've got Gamer on the right, figuring out that horizontal. Very nicely done.
Yeah, it's nice to see, these new players already playing with and seeing those horizontals. One thing you do want to be careful about, especially when you're just starting out though, is when you discover the horizontal, you can get into a tendency where that's all you want to do, and it can end up causing problems in the future. So one of the things that you want to make sure of is when you're starting to work with horizontals that you're really prioritizing and learning when the best time to use those is.
Unless your name happens to be Swang, and then just do horizontals whenever you would like. You have our permission to do that.
Truth.
Yeah. Now we've got 14 to 11, advantage Gamer, just a small lead there. And let's see. Sergeant Saros is working hard to um, clear out those reds. I was wondering if he was going to leave them for a horizontal towards the end, but now there's going to be a bunch of garbage at the bottom, which luckily clearing out to clear a horizontal in row 2, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and Gamer's having a little bit of a fight with the garbage on his side as well. I think I actually like his board just a touch better. He does have a little bit of an issue with that yellow there in column 6, but you'll notice if he's able to clear out this blue here, then he'll have a horizontal opportunity for that. But he does have it cut off just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Saros has everything free and clear. Did take some drop time there with that red. Might have been a little bit quicker to take the red down at the bottom first. Also taking a little bit of drop time with that garbage. But of course, when you press down, sometimes you're not thinking about that. He's out at a 417. And let's see here. So Gamer working quickly does not have much to do with red, and he's going to have to wait until a lot of this yellow is clear in order to make that work out. Now, a giant horizontal would be great for clearing this up, but of course, if the pills don't come, they're not going to come, and anything with red is going to hinder him at the moment.
Yeah, and he finally does get that horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
Great play. Meanwhile, over on Sarge's side, Sarge has got a lot of blue, and right now the doc has just been giving him yellow after yellow after yellow. Finally starting to get some blue here. We'll see if he goes for this undertuck lightning bolt. He doesn't go for it. Goes ahead and takes the drop time instead. Still an efficient play. Just takes a touch bit longer to clear out.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing. And now Sarge has a blue horizontal open at the bottom of that bottle and is going to have to build up in column 8 to clear that stuff. You see him shaking his head. I think he wanted to tuck that double yellow one column further. Makes a lot of sense, but it's still not a problem because now he's actually got a platform built up for those reds horizontally if he wants it, and that yellow garbage is going to be easily cleared. And on the other side, Gamer has 14 viruses left to go, but is gonna need reds. Nice, takes out that horizontally. and is going to be working on clearing that garbage to clear the yellow in column 7.
Yeah, and I'm wondering what Sarge has planned here. Really nice horizontal drop into another horizontal.
Very well
He
done.
answers my question as I was trying to figure it out. Really nice play there by Sarge. Just gonna need a few more reds. A double red will be really nice for him now. You see him dropping it in column 4. Oh, but he dropped some garbage in it.
Oh, but that's okay. Now it's open, and there
There
it
it
is.
is, out of
Out
the
of the
632.
Very nicely done. So Gamer on the left having a little bit of trouble here with this end game because wasn't getting a pill that had the red yellow. That was going to be the way to go. So things are going to be tied up a little bit at the end, especially because he's got this stack of 3 blues and then the red on the left. But this red blue, oh, did not get it
Ooh.
over all the way. I think that would have been the play. So it's going to be slow going as more garbage piling up. And I think that's sort of a tendency that we have when we start out, is just to sort of get tunnel vision. I think he was trying to work towards that blue. But now he's going to get that red. Should be short order. One more red and he'll be out.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Sarge just, making work on his level 9 here. He meant to
Oh,
flip that the other way.
but that's okay. He can get a horizontal if he slides it down to the bottom. If he gets the red to yellow, he could do that.
Yeah, and he's gotten a couple of them. Didn't see it. I think what he wants to do, he wants
Yeah,
to
there
drop
we
the
go.
blue yellow down there.
And meanwhile, Gamer is into his level 9. And again, not really any use for the blue color, right? And of course, that tends to happen in these matches. You get one of those ones where one color is not useful at all. Needs a lot of reds to get this board going, John.
Yeah, that's just a heck of a lot of red, and that's really all he needs at this point. This double red is going to be really nice. We'll see where he sticks it. Oh, a
Ooh,
nice
very
L
nice.
clear.
L, yeah. Well done, Gamer. Shaking his head, though. Not sure if he liked the play. Not sure what's going on there, but meanwhile, Sarros is very close to being done with this level 9. It's got a lot of good options here. For example, those reds are going to be able to be taken care of horizontally. Nice combo. Just needs one more red and he'll be out at an 844. So we'll let Gamer go for about 20 seconds, but I believe that even with the timer differential, Sarros has won this first game.
Yeah, we did have some confirmation from the Dave there in our broadcaster chat to add 38 seconds. So we can confirm that Sergeant Sarros does take that first game.
GG's. And so Gamer is working towards finishing this level 9. I think he sees the confirmation he is going to top out. All right. So we've got the best of 3. So Sarros just needs one more to send him to the finals. And Gamer will need to take this one and the next one in order to keep his tournament hopes alive.
Mm-hmm. And both players playing on my favorite, Medium Fever.
Man, I mean, we couldn't be more opposite. I go high and chill. But of course, we all know that actually one would think that maybe high would be better for speed running, but it doesn't matter. We've got amazing players who play both and different reasons to prefer them. And so whatever speed you want, obviously not low.
Yeah, don't play low.
Don't play low. Works out. So we've got readies from both players in 3, 2, 1. Pills.
Pills.
I have to say, as a commentator, if one of our competitors came in and played low speed, we'd probably be here for a while. I'd have to get a cough drop or something.
Yeah.
And we've got Gamer has started his timer, so 15 seconds in, 25 viruses left to go, and we've got Sarros just starting. Some nice opportunities for Sarros, a nice even top line to clear that out. He's going to go for a horizontal. Nicely done.
Loving that horizontal there by Sarros, sorry. As Gamer, a little bit of a issue on his board. You'll see that it's very heavy to the left. His columns 7 and 8 are now completely empty,
Mhm.
which is a little bit good for him. He's got and his 6 also is completely empty, so he's got some place to drop garbage. But the issue with that is that if he's not careful, he's going to be having to deal with some drop time as he works on this left side of the board.
Yeah, I think there was one misdrop at the very beginning. I think it was a blue yellow that gave him some trouble, and I think it was just um just causing a little bit of difficulty. But look at those nice horizontals. He is seeing the shapes that can make his play more efficient. He's definitely got one such shape in column 1 if he can squeeze blues in between and drop down, especially, and it won't be an inefficient play, especially because he's got that horizontal setup in row 1. Meanwhile, both players are on 7 viruses right now, but Sarah's with a little bit of an advantage here and looking really good with the options that he has. Nice horizontal and just needs a couple more yellows and he'll be out. It's good play.
Yeah, Saros had a really good play with a red blue pill that I wasn't sure how he was going to clear out, but
Mm-hmm.
and I can't even say what he did because I don't fully understand what he did, but it was good. As
Yeah.
Gamer down to just 4 viruses left, now down to 3.
Mm-hmm. Somehow the potential horizontal blue setup disappeared. I did not see how that went. I think he had, judging by body language, he had a mistuck there at some point that he was not happy about. But currently, unfortunately, column 2 is getting buried under some garbage. But as soon as he drops that red, things are going to be a little clearer up there for him. Yeah, so dropping that red down on column 2, exactly what he wants. Now he's just got to clear out those blues and reds.
Yeah, and I think in this situation, just going ahead and opening it up vertically is
Mhm.
going to be the best thing for him. He is
Yeah.
a bit double red dependent now,
Mhm.
but I
So
like that
now,
bracket clear that he made.
yeah, that's a good one. And he is out of level 6 at 305. Meanwhile, Saros with 13 viruses left to go could answer back with another bracket clear of his own in columns 7 and 8, has that set up there, and goes for it with those yellows. Now, his column 1 is expired, so anytime you have the opportunity to try to take your top line down a little more evenly, means that you might avoid having this drop time that we see from Saros going down column 3. So, but still, now the pills are coming for him that they are all helping him chop down that column 1, and RNG treating him pretty well right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we can't say the same for Gamer. He's had a really big issue here with the reds on top of his board, and the doc has just been continually giving him blues, which, blue is it's weird that the doc would give him blues because we don't see a lot of blue usually.
Yeah. Blue tends to be the color that gives you the hang up. It doesn't show up when you want it. Ooh, is Gamer going to do this epic fat log? Yes,
Yes,
he
he is.
is.
That log.
Excellently done. Followed up by a nice combo. This is an outstanding level 7. He's really got his play together.
Hmm. But Saros already into his level 8. He was out of 7 at about a 409. Giddy up 409, everybody. Uh, just dated myself with that
Y-
reference.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're not even really old enough for it. So
Yeah.
that's hilarious. And now Gamer is out of level 7 at a 454. So he tackled that about a minute faster than his first level. So he's picking up steam here. Meanwhile, Saros, like, come on, we need some yellow for you. We need some yellow blue. And it's got to happen for you, buddy. Let's do it.
Yeah, and there it is. 2 yellow blues
Yeah.
right in a row, interrupted by a double yellow, and then now a couple more yellow blues. So commentator's blessing. You can thank Savage
Woo.
later, Sarge.
Yep.
And
Send all
over on
checks
Gamer's
to
side,
Savage Octagon. Yep.
yeah. And
Yep.
Gamer just needing blue and red right now.
Yeah, to clear out that top line. Taking some drop time down the left-hand side, and that's a good move down the center as well, dropping down this pill fragment onto the yellow. So just taking this out evenly. Wow, look at how clean Saros's board is right now. Nothing out of place.
Yeah, this is a really nice board for Sarge and just really nicely played, really nicely well done so far. A little bit of a spire on the left-hand side, but nothing that's going to be too hard for him to get out of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Just got to take out those reds. And I think at some point, prioritizing them is going to be the way to go, especially because the blue in column one already has 3 on it, and those blues on the right hand side all taken care of. So this is looking great.
Yeah, and
And
great prioritization too.
yeah, really nicely done. Out of 8 at a 625.
Gamer looking like he's trying to set up some horizontals, particularly with this blue here in column 5. He's going to have to build up if he wants to get it.
Yeah, that's going to be a challenging one based on how high it is up there, and especially because column 3 contains a blue in it. It'll be hard not to wreck that. Meanwhile, Saros into level 9 with 33 viruses left to go has no use for blue, so he's going to be using blue as strategic garbage to sort of avoid drop time.
Yeah, with pretty much no access to yellow at this point for Sarge. Opens up a little bit there. Really not liking this board at the moment. We'll see what he's able to do with it. That double blue was really nice.
Yeah, and Gamer making some really good plays on his side, especially seeing the bottom of the board pretty well. You saw him tucking a few things down to that bottom to clear out some viruses. That's going to be a time-saving move, and building skills like that going to be really helpful for the future.
Been wondering if Sarger's going to go for this horizontal red there in his row 3. He doesn't go for it. And I like the play because it was going to mess up some other plays
Mm-hmm.
that he had set up. He could go for I was gonna say he could go for a fat log there, but I like going ahead and clearing out the reds horizontally there, not waiting for the fat log, because as we're seeing that red yellow not coming. And so really nice play there
Yeah.
by Sarge.
And Gamer out of his level 8 at about 838. Now, he had a really nice drop cross, or sorry, a cross that helped him clear out both some garbage and viruses. So, showing some good foresight there in making those plans. But Saros only has 6 viruses left to go. So, as long as he can get this yellow going, he will be taking this match. Now, just
Mm,
needs a couple more yellows and a red.
Gamer wanted to tuck that
Mm.
double red and make an L clear out of it, but I think he missed the press a little too late. And Sarge out at it was a 905, I believe, officially.
Mm-hmm.
And Gamers already passed that, and Sarge will go on to face Crunchycee in our finals.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing levels 8 through 11 and Crunchycee's debut, which is very exciting. So welcome. And meanwhile, pardon me, meanwhile, Gamer finishing this out, a lot of yellow and a lot of yellow garbage, unfortunately, is going to make it hard to reach those reds and other layers. But has a possible setup for taking all of that blue garbage out horizontally.
Yeah, and Doctor's not giving him blues right now.
No, of course not. Oh.
In fact, we've got a red-yellow surge here.
Mhm. Yep, and of course that blue-yellow shows up and he isn't able to use it with the position that he has. But now all of that blue garbage is cleared, and let's hope now the red keeps coming.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes for this horizontal. He does. He gets the tuck this time. We're seeing some really nice plays from Gamer, and I think the more he practices, and this goes for everybody, the more you practice, the better you're going to get. And I think as the year and DrMC progresses on, if he keeps playing, we're going to see some really nice times here from Gamer.
Yeah, especially because we're starting to see those moves, those crosses, those setups that have some layers to them. So, really good start from Gamer here. And it's just going to need to clear out this blue in column 7. Does have a misdrop on columns 1 and 2, however, can slide that underneath, and he sees that, which is great. That's one of those things that is going to promote efficiency. And out of level 9 at 1141. So GG's to Gamer in his debut, and of course, GG's to Sarros, who is moving on to round 2. So stick around for just a few minutes, and we'll see you in the finals.
And welcome back to the Dr. Mario Championship February Silver Finals. We have Crunchycee, newcomer here, versus SgtSarros, who we just saw. Joining me in the booth once again is Savage Octagon. Savage, what do you think about this match?
I'm so excited! Women of Dr. Mario! Sorry. Really excited to have a new player, Crunchycee. Met her in a Tetris Gals Discord, so very exciting to see her here. And of course, Sarah's going to give her a run for her money. And yeah, I mean, I just really excited for this match, and we're going to be playing levels 8 through 11.
Yeah, and Crunchycee, as we said, making her debut. She had a 1556 in her very first
Mm-hmm.
qualifiers. So, and I was able to watch that live, and she made some really good plays. So I'm really excited for what we're fixing to see here.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I mean, 1556, that is a really great opener.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a ready from Saros. We're going to need a ready from Crunchy, and we've got it. And we will
Make
be.
sure we get there. We go. Oh, look, Sav. Crunchy's playing high chill.
Yes! Yes. Woo! All right. So we have readies and 3, 2, 1, pills.
Chills.
Right. So
And Crunchy
Crunchy
gonna be
is
out of the
off.
gate first.
Oh, good. Very close together here. Crunchy already taking out a nice combo in the center of the board. Pretty diverse, although will have to probably tuck in order to get some blues. And as I say that, she does nice pill handling so far, especially seeing those tucks and everything. Now just needs a lot of yellow. Ooh, really wanted Saros to get a drop fat log there. Didn't get it, but still managed to clear with no garbage.
Yeah, and Sarge has been making some really great plays. He does have a tiny bit of garbage there in his column 1 that I didn't see how it got there, but it's not going to be too bad for him.
Mm-mm.
It's just a matter of getting the right pills to clear that out. Over on Crunchy's side, we see a heck of a lot of yellows that she's having to
Oof.
deal with. And of course, Mario giving her red and blue finally gets one yellow here, and exactly the play I would have made. So really nice
Mm-hmm.
decision there by Crunchy.
Yeah, there the double blue that ended up in columns 2 and 3 could have gotten slid and tucked down to the very bottom, didn't, but so now there's a bunch of garbage there on top, which has allowed Saros to take a little bit of a lead here, but still, with all the doubles and triples of the garbage currently, shouldn't be too hard for Crunchy to clear.
Yeah, and Sarge looking to set up. Oh, he had the
Oh,
opportunity for a drop cross, but he
oh,
flipped
he
it the
knows
wrong
it.
way. And
Oh,
yeah, you
he
can see
know
him shaking his
yeah,
head. Oh, that might
yeah.
give Crunchy an opportunity to get back in this.
Yeah, but he has that opened up, but it is going to be a nice drop horizontal, very nicely done to get out of danger there. And yeah, Saros's issue in column 1 with the reds there, now there are 2 of them lined up together, so it's not too big of a deal. Meanwhile, Crunchy's still working on clearing out all of this garbage here and has 8 viruses left to go. Unfortunately, red is going to be difficult for her to get at, and of course, that's what she was getting a little bit of. But really nice combo there to clear out that red.
Yeah, I really like that horizontal play she just made. I really love to see. I was really hoping to see a red. That worked too. I was really hoping to see a red blue that she could do a drill down. But she saw a horizontal. I didn't, and made a really nice play. But Saros will be out first at about a 239, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he is into that level 9, which is, of course, has an all red yellow top line. And was waiting to see if he was going to line up the pills in the way to get those yellows horizontally. He didn't when I thought he might, but then he did. So nicely done. Of course, very little use for yellow coming up soon as Crunchy out of level 8 at about a 310.
Yeah, that's a level she's just going to want to shake off and
Mm-hmm.
come back and play her game because we've seen what Crunchy can do. She's capable of some really good things. Well, you've seen it if you watched her qualifier. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
as a whole group, we're just now seeing, but she's got some really great potential, and she's already making some really nice plays here with this level 9.
And Saros made a great play just now, a drop vertical into a horizontal to clear that up. Needs a lot of blue currently. I mean, John, do you remember your first tournament?
I do. That was a fun one. The nerves were going.
Yeah, yeah. And I will always remember mine. Taken out by thee, Dave, in round 1. Let's see. So Crunchy has a very even top line right now. Unfortunately, a lot of blue on that left-hand side, uh, and a lot of blue garbage, actually. So it's going to be tough. She's probably going to have to sling a lot of blue that way. And when she's got blue on the right-hand side as well, that's buried under these reds and things, it's going to be a little bit difficult to prioritize. But she is starting to clear out. Saros, though, has 9 viruses left on level 9.
Yeah, Saros is making some really nice plays. I'd really like to see him clear out that piece of yellow garbage there in his row 1, column 4, to get those reds horizontally. We'll see if he decides to go for that.
Looks like he's signaling.
Signaling, yeah.
Ooh, and a sweet tea from Crunchy. So wait, air horn incoming. Wait, wait, wait. Sorry, someone asked for it in the chat, so I had to.
All good, all good. I love me some Savage air horns, so you'll get no
Yes,
complaints from me.
but we also had an awesome move. Saros finally got that long horizontal there. Excellently done to clear out all those reds. And so now has a very clean situation there. And unfortunately put that double blue like vertically there on column 7, which made make him have a dependency. But this double blue
Oh,
gonna
look at
take
that
care of
double
the
blue.
job.
Wow.
But meanwhile, look at how clean Crunchy's board has become. Like she
Yeah.
just was speeding through this bottom half.
Yeah, she's really brought this back. I don't remember
Yeah.
the differential she had at the beginning of the level, but if she could just get the doc to cooperate and give her some reds, this double red is going to
Yeah,
be
this is
huge. Really nice
Yes.
for her. She's out at a 607
There
and
we
only
go.
a 13 virus differential at this point.
Yeah, and in level 10, when level 11 is your last one, that's not really insurmountable at all.
That
Beautiful
sweet
tea.
tea.
Yes. Gotta love it. Looking very good and nice horizontal there into a vertical. Does have a little bit of garbage on it had some on columns 1 and 3, cleared it off there. And looking good. Meanwhile, Crunchy has narrowed Sarros' advantage down to 6. So it started off as 13, now half a dozen. Sarros has a beautiful board though, a little bit of everything. Of course, using the red to make other plays, right? So it's exposed red and going to be using a lot of combos with blue and yellow.
Yeah, and I really like what he did
Mhm.
with that red because he didn't have any red open on his board right now. So he just used it as strategic garbage to make some combos and open some things up. So really nice play there by Sarge. As it looks like we have a little bit of a misdrop there in columns 5 and 6 from Crunchy. She is working to clean it up. If she could have dropped that red
Yeah.
blue and made a really nice combo. We'll see if she gets another one.
Oh, she did do this. I think she prioritized cleaning up that garbage all in one fell swoop. Could have made
Mhm.
a big combo with the blue red, but still cleaning out is the way to go. Now, Saros working on these blues, he did have that big long horizontal in the previous level that was blocked by some stuff initially. And I'm glad to see that he wasn't trying to clear out that yellow in column 5 for a similar strat. Taking the blues out one at a time was good to go. And he is in level 11 at about an 8-minute mark.
Yeah, Crunchy just trying to work her way out of this garbage situation that she's gotten herself into, needing a lot of red right now, and the doctor just not giving it to her. We're seeing a lot of yellow
Mm,
and blue viruses right now. Finally gets a red here. Elects to undertuck it. Nice play.
yeah, I like that play. I'm a big fan of tucking myself. Now, one thing that's good about Crunchy's situation is she didn't, as much garbage as there is there in columns 3 and 4, somehow it hasn't destroyed her whole game. Some players wouldn't necessarily be focusing on where they put all that crap, but she's done it in such a way that she is still free and clear.
Yeah, that's just mind blowing to be. Um,
Right? I
how
just
how clean it has stayed despite all the garbage.
Mhm.
She left everything open and finally gonna get it out of this level 10 at a 919. However, Sarge with just 33 viruses left in his level 11.
Ooh,
And right now a really clean board for Sarge. He did have a little bit of a misdrop there in column 7 and 8.
nice opening combo from Crunchy on this level 11. And you notice that she's actually playing a sort of wait and see style for the pills that she had. She had a double yellow and played it on one yellow. And instead of using the double yellow to clear out the other one, put it someplace else. And I think that signals that she's open to making many different kinds of plans.
Yeah, Sarge with a lot of red and blue on his top line. He's got a bit of a jagged top line right now,
Hmm.
starting to bring it down. Um, Looking over at Crunchy's side, she's trying to set up some bracket clears there to clear up, and now she's got a perfectly clean board now with that last bracket clear. Takes the double red and clears out the double vertical. Nice play there. She doesn't want to see blue right now though,
No,
Savage.
no, she definitely doesn't. But she has it back down to a 7 virus game, So things looking very exciting here.
Mhm.
Theros working on he's gonna have to take some drop time on column 7 and 8, but it's gonna fall perfectly nice combo here. And he does have the opportunity to set up this horizontal at the bottom. I think he's screen looking because he thinks someone must have won by now. But no, and it could be you, so keep going.
Yeah.
And he takes those bottom ones out horizontally. One thing for players to know is that no matter what, just keep playing.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna need 3 more yellows for Sarge. And okay, he finally gets one. Just gonna need 2 more. There's one, and here's the other out at an 11:26 for Sarge. So he does take the first game, but hey, GG's to both our players. We've seen some really nice plays from both sides, and I, for one, am very excited for this game too.
Yeah, and especially what we saw with Crunchy being pretty far behind and bringing it back to a very close game. So that shows that she is capable of staying that close the whole game. So we'll have our players reset. Oh, very exciting. Oh, Crunchycee says Mistrap City. No, no, no. We've all got those mistraps, but play your game. All right. Sorry. Sarge saying I was buffering. Makes sense.
Can we say buffering in the booth?
What?
It's an internet profanity joke because buffering is a bad word.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
No,
Whoops.
it's
Oh.
no, because nobody likes buffering.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm so sorry. I was like, oh my God, I stepped into an inappropriate meme. This is just like school. Sarah saying, who are you, Savage? Betty?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, we've got readies from both players.
And our 3, 2, 1, and pills as we move into our game 2.
Right, so of course, Crunchy needs to take this one in order to give the people what they want, which is always a decider. And Sarros just needs one to become the general of this match and put it away.
And both players making some really nice combos to start off their boards. We have a little bit of a garbage situation over here on Crunchy side. A couple of yellows will clear that up nice and quick. Meanwhile, over on Sarros' side, making some really nice plays. Absolutely no garbage on the board at this
I
point.
know, this is a dream.
Looking for some yellow help. Getting the yellow help. I don't think it was the yellow help he wanted, but he's making some really great plays with what he's got to work with.
But they are neck and neck right now. Of course, Sarros a little bit started his timer after Crunchy, started afterwards, so a little bit of an advantage there. Needs a lot of red yellow. Meanwhile, Crunchy out of the garbage situation that she found herself in at the beginning, and I've lost them.
Yeah, we seem to have lost them for a second. We'll get them back.
That's all right.
And there we go.
Well, we've got a Crunchy, so we still have some play happening.
Meanwhile, Ook the Librarian in our chat earlier saying he's predicting a Crunchyroll anime style here for this game too. And Crunchy making some really great plays.
Yeah, this is looking really nice. I love that tuck in column 6.
All right, and we've got Sarge back.
Excellent. Yeah, so wow, this is still a really tight game. Love to see that. I thought maybe that Sarge was going to go for that red horizontally on top, but he didn't, and it really doesn't matter because he's got so many options for these last reds. He is set up really nicely there. So just needs a couple more reds and he'll be out. Meanwhile, Crunchy is just going to need to take care of this blue. She can do so horizontally. One more red. She's out at a 228. So this is nice and close, and our players are aligned as far as time, so we don't have to play a guessing game there in terms of where they are. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. We makes our job as commentators a whole lot easier. Um, we see Crunchy here. Oh, with a really nice undertuck
Hmm.
to put the red, the blue underneath and on top of the red. A really interesting horizontal play. I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I was really stoked for that. I was hoping that was going to happen. It's like silently cheering it on. She's got another horizontal up there. Meanwhile, Saros has broken up his board quite a bit, and unfortunately, like the shapes that are up there, notice he's got the double yellows and the double blues on top of that, and there's just very little way that you can. I mean, it's challenging to make horizontals up that high, but now he's got the double blue setup. Should be pretty good.
Yeah, Crunchy with some really nice plays over here on the left side of your screen. Gonna drop this blue red down here. She just has no yellows exposed right now. She does have one that she could take there horizontally, but that's it. And of course, now she's gonna start getting a bunch of blue yellow. Finally gets a red blue that's gonna help her out just a little bit more. Curious to see what she was gonna do with that double red. She elects to take some garbage out on the left side of her board, doing the best with what she's given. And meanwhile, peeking over at Sarge's
Oh,
side, look at all the yellow on his board.
yeah, I was about to say Saros is in trouble that is not of his own making. I mean, it's just look at all this yellow that's here. And of course, when you see this much yellow on the board and then you see some yellow pill halves at the bottom of the bottle, that makes you feel like, oh, you know, some decisions I made earlier are now being punished. So, still a completely neck and neck game here for the two
Mhm.
of them.
I was curious what Crunchy was setting up for, and there was a really cool horizontal drop into a horizontal that she made. However, she has left herself with quite a bit of
Mhm.
garbage there on the left side of her board. This red yellow is going to be really nice for her to be able to drop down and get a clear out of there. This blue red, she's potentially going to be able to set up a horizontal on the reds there in her row two if she sees it.
But also, she had the opportunity to set up one on her row 1, which she did not take. And so that might have been and it would not really have ruined any of those plans, so it's a little bit she's got a little bit of a challenge right now. And let's see. Saros finally digging out there, just needs this blue,
Oh, nice
and
combo.
yeah, very nicely done.
A pretty nice starting board for Saros. His top line's pretty diverse. I would have liked to have seen just a touch more red. With this yellow blue, he's going to open up a lot more red now, and
Mhm.
now he's got no yellow exposed.
Be careful what you wish for, Flindell,
Yeah.
seriously. Um, so Crunchy currently is going to be working on those yellows in column 6, and this double red, excellent for her. Another yellow, she's got it. Oh, use that
There we
red right
go.
away. Yeah, she's out at a 615. So she's about 17 viruses behind at the moment, but Saros having a little bit of issue with yellow. Really just needs a ton of red to clear off columns 5, 7, and 8. And of course, a little bit of garbage there on 3. Sorry,
Yeah,
4.
and Crunchy just cruising through this
Yeah,
level
look at
10
this.
right now. She has had so much blessing from the RNG gods and just continuing to make some really nice plays. This yellow blue, yeah,
Yes,
really
love
nice
that.
play for her. Oh, almost a miss drop there, but she caught it. She was able to turn it back the proper way. And wow, this is just some really nice play here by Crunchy.
Yeah, so she's brought it back to within 6, right? And so she's really turning on those jets, and with some awesome help from RNG, she's able to do that. Saros ending up with some spired garbage here is taking it down on columns 5 and 6, and gonna need to get a lot of yellow going. Hopefully he can tuck this under in column 7. Wasn't able to get the tuck to clear out those double yellows, but some really nice opportunities for him.
Yeah, and over on Crunchy's side, she's just needing a lot of red and a lot of blue right now to get to progress this board. This blue red's going to be really nice. She likes to put it over on her column 7 and 8, which is a good play. I might have put it there in the middle of her board to drop down, but still a good play by Crunchy. I'm wondering what she's going to do with this yellow. She does set up for the horizontal. I thought that might have been the play she was going to go for. And she's just down to 8 viruses. Gonna have to take a little bit of work to get the rest of it opened up, but if she gets the right RNG, it's gonna be a breeze for her.
Now she's got a lot of interesting shapes on the bottom of this board. Some people might be looking at that and seeing, oh, I'm going to try to clear out the red in column 7 to possibly open up a horizontal there.
Mhm.
She was going for the left-hand red first. And so we'll see what happens. I think she's got a little bit of tunnel vision there for that blue horizontally, because I think the blue reds would have been a great place to put on the right or do that horizontal shape that I was talking about. But
Yeah.
she is almost out, just needs this one more blue, and she's at a level 10.
Yeah. And
Oh, might
we
have
have
lost.
a a freeze on Saros's side. We are getting him refreshed as we speak. Thank you. And shout outs to our restreamer, the Dave. He does an awesome job keeping everything going for us. So get some hearts in the chat for Dave.
Mm-hmm. Neither rain nor snow nor potatoes shall stop the Dave from his appointed rounds.
Oh, and it's possible that we may have lost Saros too. Dave also saying that in the chat. So we'll try to get him back, and hopefully he is local recording.
Yes, that's something really important for all of our players to remember, because I've been in this unfortunate situation before. You can upload your game to YouTube. We can verify it. But Crunchy has just got to keep playing. Excellent. We have Saros back. And wow, so not only are they neck and neck, but I mean, Crunchy has a tiny advantage here pulling ahead in this level.
Yeah, and looking at both of their boards are actually very similar as far as diversity goes. I like Crunchy's a little bit more. Her viruses are just a touch more compact. You see that huge yellow staircase for Sarge. It's going to take a little bit of creativity to clear that out. He does manage to get one of the yellows. I'm
Mm-hmm.
wondering if he's maybe going to set up for a potential fat log there. Not sure what he's going for, but we'll see what happens as his level progresses.
Yeah, that seems that seems a little bit challenging, that
Mm-hmm.
sort of lower middle board. But actually now he has the platform for a fat log with the red yellow, so we'll see where that goes. But meanwhile, Crunchy's Crunchy's board very, very clean, and she can just wait a little bit to have the setup for the red horizontal. Yes, putting these yellows on top, exactly what she needs.
Yeah, and she's going to go for it. She's going to
All
get it.
right.
And with that, she'll be out at an 11-10.
Yeah, so we just have to wait and see what happened with Sarge. Meanwhile, thank you, Jay Riggs, for the raid. Welcome, Raiders.
For anybody new, you are watching the Dr. Mario Silver Tournament Finals for February.
And we are waiting to see if we can get Saros back. And in the meantime, yes, Betty, thank you. Please join our Discord if you're just if you're hanging out here. Looks yes, okay. Looks like yes, Crunchy has won that one.
Yeah, it looked like his timer was still running. When he came back, his stage clear screen was already up. So not really sure how long he had that before he paused. So, well,
Mm-hmm. And of course, thank you very much to Crunchy for giving the people what we want. I did say that we love a good decider, especially a finals decider. So thank you for providing that to us.
and Sarge saying it was an 11:52.
Okay, 11:52 there for
Okay.
Saros. Yay, decider.
Yeah.
Finals decider.
I really enjoy the silver bracket. I really do because, we've got players, obviously the gold bracket is fantastic. And if you missed our gold bracket last week, go back in the VOD and check that out because there were some amazing games. But the silver bracket, you just never know what you're going to get. And it's always amazing to me to see what these players can do as they're learning and the progression they're making as they're improving. So, I just really like the silver bracket.
Yeah, and we had an excellent face-off between two silver bracket champions, former silver bracket champions in our gold bracket this month. We had Betty, who actually holds the top time for the 6 through 9 level block in the silvers, and Ook the librarian, who has the fastest time ever in the 8 to 11 block for the silvers. So that was a really exciting match. You should check it out. And yes, Crunchy says decider nerves. No. Just play your game. Speed it up. You got this.
Yep.
Okay, so Sarah says net quality crumbled. Unfortunately, so recording is on for the next match. Excellent. Thank you so
Right.
much for recording. All right. All right. Saros is back.
Yep. Just waiting for readies from both our players. We have one from Crunchy, and we have one from Sarge.
Great.
And the winner of this match will decide our silver tournament winner for February.
Yay. I love a good finals.
I know, right?
And
All right.
we've got our countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Pills.
Kill.
Let's go.
We finally managed to synchronize one. That's a commentator's dream.
I was ahead on my side.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh man, I wish there was more red on the top of Crunchy's board right now. Look at Saros's nice even board where there's a little something for everyone.
Yeah, this is a really, really honestly, it's just fun looking. I don't know what else
That
to
was
say.
really good looking.
It's
Yeah.
a fun looking board for Crunchy. And meanwhile, on Saros's side, it's an interesting board, I gotta say. There's a lot of red kind of scattered around the sides and the middle of his board, while pretty much, except for this one yellow here over on column 8, all of his yellows are in the bottom 3 rows.
Yeah. That's gonna be something. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Crunchy has these 3 pieces of blue garbage stacked up. I think she did not want to put that yellow red there in column 7, or I think maybe she wanted to rotate it. But all of that garbage cleared now. I think she's going to be able to clear that blue garbage. Excellently done. Good patience from Crunchy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that with this game you just have sometimes you just got to learn to be patient. And also you don't want to get too patient though, waiting for RNG that's probably not going to happen, especially if it's a double pill.
Mm-hmm.
But Saros over here with 13 viruses left on his board, looking like he's maybe going to clear out. Well, maybe not because he clears out the garbage. Um, just playing some classic Dr. Mario. What more can you say about it?
Yeah, he's got some opportunities. He's doing this vertical into a horizontal, very nicely done there. Opportunity to take out the blues in row 1 horizontally, but also maybe can get the row 2 going as well. But these two neck and neck right now. Saros just needs to get some blue going.
Yeah, and Crunchy would like some blue as well. She does manage to get one and another. Now she's just going to need 2 reds. Might have stacked that yellow on top, but it's not going to matter because she gets a red yellow out at a 217 into her level 9. Saros just still looking for those blues, Savage.
Yep. I'm glad that he put that blue red down there in column 8. That leaves space open to clear that red, making sure that as he waits for the blue, which he's definitely going to be waiting, that he's able to clear that in the end. Meanwhile,
Oh, look at that double blue.
yes. Oh, you love to see that. You love to see
Mm.
that. And let's see. So Crunchy was able to clear about 6 viruses off the board before Saros got into level 9. A good looking board here for Crunchy. Now she noticed there is that big hole in the center, so there's going to be some drop time coming her way. But pretty diverse at the moment, especially up top. So the drop time's not going to be huge.
Yeah, and with that hole that she had, I like the
Hmm.
maneuvering that she did with that double red to get that down there. Really that shows good board foresight. And you can tell that she was looking at her whole board, not just worrying about what was on the top, trying to find a place for those reds. So really good vision there by Crunchy. Looking forward to seeing what she's got in store for the rest of this board.
Yeah, really nicely done here. And meanwhile, with only 10 viruses back here is Saros, and he's just got a really nice even top line. Now, of course, we got the double yellows there in the middle of the board up a little bit high, but it's not going to be too bad to bring him down. And of course, that double yellow appears a little bit too late after he'd already made the decision. Has to take that drop time, but nice clear board for Saros.
Yeah, really nice horizontal play there by Crunchy. She is just down to 6 viruses. Would really like to see her prioritize those yellows over there to open up the blues there
Hmm.
in her column 8. She does, and she's just now going to need 2 more blues. There's one. Oh, come on, don't hot dog. There we go.
There you go.
426.
Yeah, you'll hear us use a lot of terminology. Hot dog is, of course, what happens when you get a bunch of red yellows when you don't want it. But Sarah's, look at how clean this board is. My.
Yeah, this is really nice for Sarge.
And clearing out that red, leaving the space open, and of course, RNG very kind here, giving him 2 that he needed out at about a 450 here. And only 5 viruses back from Crunchy at the moment.
Yeah, so we have ourselves a decider, and it's everything we'd hoped it would be and more so far. Oh, not sure what's going on there with Crunchy's column 1. Looks like she's had a few misdrops, and she definitely didn't want to put that red blue there.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely think not. I think I would probably start trying to tackle that somehow. Every time I got a red blue, I would probably be working on that. And let's see. So Saros only 4 viruses behind and a lot more to work with on his board, a little bit of everything there. I'd like to see him get his red game going. Yes, thank you. Thank you, RNG.
Yeah, and Sarge is with a really clean board. I would love to see some more yellow access for him. You see all those reds and blues there. Just trying to work that out. Getting a little bit more yellow access there, immediately clearing it out, and again has no yellow access. Doing the best with what he's got. Would really love to see some red blues for him right now.
Hmm. Meanwhile, Crunchy was able to clear off that garbage situation at the top of the board. I think managed to do it with a fat log, which is pretty exciting. Unfortunately, I think we may have lost her temporarily, but we'll see when she comes back.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yep. So we will have to, now there's a time differential often when there's lag like this, so we'll have to pay close attention to those timers. Meanwhile, Sarah's finishing this out pretty cleanly. I'm wondering, he's got that blue opportunity in row 3, possibly reds as well.
And now we're frozen on both sides.
Just doing a little potato farming. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, we have Sarros back.
Oh, and we really have him back. So he has finished level 10 at about a 710. Still waiting to see where Crunchy ends up here. And let's see. Sarros getting just what he needs. Only has that one open blue minus some spaces for tucking. But he is using that blue in the center, which I think is a good move there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just speedier than to try to spin it down in column 7 and 8.
Yeah, wondering about that decision with the yellow blues there. I might have thrown that onto columns 7 and 8 to drop down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what he's got planned. He may have, and it may have been he may have just not seen the blue there in his column 8. I like that drop there to clear out the blue horizontally, though.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Now, blue-red, not something that we really want to see for Sarros. We really want a lot of blue-yellow right now. But he has cleared out his column 7 and column 8, so he can just throw garbage there that he doesn't need, because I think it's going to be challenging to get plans going that involve more than one layer, especially because it's yellow, blue, blue.
Yeah. And of course, the doc just continuing to give him red.
All
Oh,
right.
we have
Oh,
Crunchy back.
oh my.
And
And
look
it
how
is
close it
close.
is.
Yay. If you're going to come back from a lag situation, that's what you want to see. You want to see you want to see some movement. And yeah, this is a 2-virus game right now. Exactly what we want.
Yeah. I do think I like Saros's board a little bit better though, but if Crunchy can get onto a red blitz here, she's gonna just fly through the rest of this.
Yeah, and now they're neck and neck, 8 and 8. It may come down to the extra seconds that Sarros has after starting after Crunchy. But you see that Crunchy is trying to get, she put that double red up there just to make sure she could get more reds faster on there. So she should be building up some platforms to avoid drop time. Whew. So let's get those reds going. Meanwhile, Sarros working on a blue horizontal. Is he going to use this double blue? No, he doesn't. He uses it to clear garbage. Also a good move. Crunchy just needs this one red.
Yeah, with a 958. And it's not gonna be enough
not
for
enough.
Sarge.
Oh my gosh. So close. Oh, so he's just gonna need some of these reds. And of course, actually, RNG just torturing our sergeant here. What is going on? Well, I always say that I love people to bring the drama, and this month's silver did not disappoint.
Boy, did it. Man, but it's wow. I just wow. Sarge
Yeah,
out
you
of the
have
227.
you have John speechless.
Yeah.
GG's to both players. And so GG's to Sarros, taking us to a decider. And of course, GG's to Crunchycee, not only making her debut, but winning her first bracket.
Mm-hmm. I believe
So
apart from the opening bracket, within the past couple years, the only other person to do that is Hollow Man. So great achievement there by Crunchycee.
yeah, excellently done. So on behalf of me and John, and of course our restreamer, the Dave, thank you so much for joining us on the Dr. Mario Championship channel. Please come join us again tomorrow night at 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern for our SNES tournament. And until then, take your vitamins.